Has down on his knees. Shoot it. Want it. Feel it. Oh! Goal! Goal!
You gotta get in the proper holding position right here.
Here, let me get it.
You gotta make this like if it's butter. You gotta put it spin.
Okay, just stir.
You gotta.
Today we are making Rice Krispie treats. So.
Are you interested in getting NHL 15? Well, we're going to give you the reasons why. Hi, it's Mike Stengl here, and I have some special guests with me today, AGHQ. So I'll allow them to introduce themselves.
Hello, I am Mason from AGHQ, one of the co-founders with my trusty companion over here,
Padilla.
or Alex, whichever you prefer. AGHQ is mostly, we do gameplays, commentaries. We haven't done any reviews yet, but we'll be getting on that. NHL shootouts in our basement, go check those out. Those are probably our most popular videos, I think. Something like that. We do have a Twitter page, which Alex will.
Yep, make sure to follow Average Gamers HQ on Twitter. We're gonna be posting updates, like you said, reviews, anything like that. Just early release or when we're gonna be uploading them, along with just some funny tweets if you want something funny, some quotes, stuff like that.
And I'll be sure to include all those links in the description down below. Prepare you for NHL 15 game release, which is September 9th, we decided that we'd take gameplay from the NHL 15 demo and
NHL 14 on Xbox 360 and compare them for comparison reasons.
Maybe we can do something.
And because this is the first NHL on a next-gen console, there are going to be some big differences.
So the jerseys, in NHL 14, they kind of stuck to the players, and they won't move realistically with the movements of your player. But now in 15, when you skate, the jerseys kind of flow with the wind more and flow with your body. And also, the goalies, if the puck goes under their arm, and you go to the replay, you can see the puck hit the jersey and the jersey waves a little bit. It's more realistic and better than just like a stiff jersey filled with who knows what. Then the camera angles, in NHL 14, all the previous NHLs, they just have like the set cameras, just like the overview, whatever. But in 15, they have the dynamic, which on face-offs, you're kind of angled. You both saw that, right? The angle.
Definitely.
Yeah, and like the cool part is like for some of the replays too, like they'll show you more realistic angles like from inside the goal and stuff like that. So I thought that was kind of
actually
cool.
watching it on TV.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking nuts. First next gen. I think is it the first? No, there's Madden. But the first next gen NHL game. Pretty wild. Pretty excited. Can't wait.
Not to mention the fans are a lot more realistic. They hold up signs. They do some wild things up in the stands. And something I've noticed was the ice looks more icy, more cold. It looks legitimate. It doesn't look like a whiteboard, I should say. It's the best way to describe it.
Mm-hmm.
It actually gets chopped up when you skate on it. Like in 14, it gets chopped up and then it disappears halfway through the period. Unrealistic. I can't wait.
Speaking of period, I'm still waiting for them to update the fans to throw things onto the ice too, because that'd be pretty cool.
That'd be badass. Like the octopuses. That's from many years ago. They would throw octopuses on the ice or something. I don't remember what team it was.
Not really sure how that related to periods now that I said it, but
Yarg.
okay, so that was graphics. So the next thing we're going to talk about is the game mechanics. All right, so the first thing is going to be the checking. Going along with everything else being more realistic, the checking is no different. It is a lot harder to check, but then again, it is more rewarding, and you don't really get penalties as easily.
That is true. Most of the big hits in 14 were all penalties.
Mm-hmm.
It was like the stupid elbowing. You can't control your elbows in the game, but I don't know. A lot of roughing calls. This should improve the amount of penalties given.
Yeah, another bad thing with the checking that does make it more realistic is you can check your own teammates too, so.
Not to mention your goalies. You can check the goalie and still get a penalty for it. I experienced that earlier today during the demo.
Yeah.
I think it's called a 12-man checking, I think, because there's 12 people out there, so everyone can check anybody.
Mm-hmm.
So
Free for all.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Mosh pit.
I don't think we got any footage of us checking a teammate though.
Oh.
So possibly not. We'll have to see.
We do have a nice hip check on NHL 14 of me though. That was beastly. Click the right stick. Click it down to hip check. That's all I got for you.
All right, one thing that, again, is a little bit different is the passing. Like, again, going with the rest of the game, it's a little bit more real.
I had water on my face.
Oh, that was.
I had water on my lip.
Okay. All right, the way that the passes are more realistic is that they're a lot less accurate, so unpredictable, and they don't really go in like a linear path like you see in NHL 14.
They kind of, I believe they bounce with the ice more. It's not like just all flat pass, all perfect sauce. It kind of gets a little tumble to it, almost like a knuckle puck, like in the Mighty Ducks. Something like that.
Also, when
Hashtag Mighty Ducks.
Hashtag Mighty Ducks.
Ducks. Also, when you pass the puck like a chuck pass with the sauce, it's more realistic. With the bounce, it doesn't go up 15 feet up and then come back down and land perfectly. It kind of skips, like if you're skipping a stone on water.
The dump maneuver. When you dump the puck in, is that what you're?
And, like, chuck it up.
Oh yeah, when you do the high dump into the zone in 14, he's kind of explained it. It hits the ground, it bounces up a mile, comes back down, bounces up a half mile. But yeah, he pretty much explained it. Thank you.
Yeah. The only thing that really isn't that much different is the fighting though. Like it still seems kind of clunky to me. You know.
It's clunky. It's all just spinning in a circle, punching, grabbing, dodging. Same thing as every other NHL almost, except 2003.
Yeah. I mean, I just want to like jab, you know, like, but you have to like completely cock back and do like just like a full out. I don't know. I think it's kind of stupid, especially with the whole dodging thing. So then like half your punches don't even hit anyway. Like.
Take a while. Little fights take a while, I think. Especially with all the dodging, it should be maybe less hits or harder hits. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, like in the actual NHL, it's like
it's a lot quicker. I think
it's a lot more
coming out with one punch.
Yeah, it's a lot more chaotic too.
More exciting.
They need blood added. Then the game would probably have to go to teeth.
Lose some teeth.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Actually, I did break Ovechkin's hand one time fighting him.
What? It's kind of sweet.
All right. Something else that we noticed was the goalies tend to pass the puck out more, so there's less face-offs, which is kind of a bonus, I think, because it's kind of annoying having to wait for the face-off to start and then possibly having them score, or it could be a disadvantage where you have less of a chance to score. But once again, you get the rebounds and stuff like that, making it a little bit more fun and a little bit more smooth. There's more of a flow.
Speedy too.
Speedy.
Well, yeah, it's a fast sport, so like with all the stops from the face-offs and stuff, it really kind of like ruins the gameplay, I guess.
Like defeats the purpose of being a speedy game. You know,
or a speedy sport.
It's hockey.
Keeping the alliterations.
All right, and then something else we noticed was commentators. I guess one way to say it, or one way to put it, is they use more comments accurately. So it's not just kind of something out there randomly. They don't just say a one-timer or a wrist shot or something like that, just out of nowhere. It happens more often on more accurate shots or hits or anything like that.
Like if you're Sidney Crosby, takes a big slap shot, it rings off the post. Sometimes the 14, the commentator will be like, oh, and Crosby with the shot, oh, it's off the post. And then you go with like some scrub player, you take a wrist shot, and you shoot in the goalie's chest, and the guy goes nuts. I don't know, you lose the adrenaline rush of that amazing play you have.
Well, I mean, like the commentators kind of add to that adrenaline rush that you said, because like if they're bringing more hype, like you're just gonna be like, oh yeah, no, I got this, and then goal.
And the windmill. So as you know, in NHL 14, you have like your own celebrations. Like you can do you get down on one knee and you pump it, or you spin it, or you ride the horse back to town. That's my favorite celebration.
Can't you also like run into the boards too?
You can run to the boards. You can slide into the boards. You can do a whole shit ton of stuff, crap ton of stuff. But in 15, the demo, I didn't score a lot of goals. You guys scored most of the goals, but I did not know if you could do your own celebrations. I don't know if you guys tried it.
I didn't really attempt it. I was just kind of excited of scoring.
Yeah.
That's unknown. We don't know if you can do your own celebrations yet. I guess we'll find out when the game comes out in less than a month.
So I guess that's your job, is to comment down below if you can or can't do any celebrations in 15.
Also, you can leave your opinions down there if you like the game, and if we missed anything important, let us know.
Like we said, the game comes out September 9th, so be sure to pick that up. I'm sure that Mason will, at least for
Yep.
sure.
I'll be picking it up.
Mhm.
I'll put out a commentary right away of it, first gameplay. Maybe an unboxing. Or unwrapping. Unplasticking.
Plastic. De-plastic.
I'm just going to burn it right away.
All right, this has been Mike Stengl with AGHQ,
M-Town
Padilla.
and I'm signing off.
out.
Out.
See you later, YouTube.